Hi there people, how's it going? This is Cross the Rubicon channel. I haven't made any videos for about nearly a week. I've been pretty active on Telegram, just writing stuff really, not making any videos. Sometimes you just can't be asked. But today I watched a video by, I just made some notes, Bjorn Andreas Bull Hansen, who sounds like a Scandinavian to me, Norwegian, Swedish or Danish, I'm not sure. I'll leave a link below, you can watch it yourself. But he was talking about the EU and how the EU are going to put, or they have put, letters through every letterbox in the EU saying they have to bring their homes up to a certain standard to create a zero emission home. This is to everybody who's got a mortgage or owns a home in the EU. How many people live in the EU? I'm guessing about 350 million people, maybe. The cost of these, bringing these homes up to a certain standard where they don't create emissions, is going to be about 100,000 euros, which equates to, in New Zealand dollars, at the minute, $165,000, thereabouts. Who's got that kind of money to do up their homes, forcing people to pay out of their own money to do up their homes, forced to by the government, or in this case the EU government, EU Commission? Not many people. So what's the alternative going to be, I wonder? Confiscation? Or the government steps in and say, oh well, you're not allowed to sell your home, because obviously if you wanted to sell your home and you haven't fixed it up, maybe they'll make a law up and say can't sell it because it doesn't reach the standard. That'll be the most likely event. And then the EU or a massive corporation may come along, I don't know, maybe, off the top of my head, Blackrock, Vanguard maybe even Bill Gates, will come along and buy your home at rock bottom price. Bit of negative equity, I'd say, as well, where you'll own nothing, but at least you'll be happy. Well, that's what Klause Schwab said anyway. So are they trying to destroy the middle classes of Europe? And do you think if the WEF are forcing this on Europe, and well, Jacinda is a child of a WEF, Chris Luxon, I believe, is a child of a WEF, Justin Trudeau, Emmanuel Macron, Rishi Sunak, nearly every Western leader. So do you think it's not going to happen in every other nation in the world? Of course it is. It looks like the WEF and the EU at this minute are colluding together to destroy the middle classes. So there'll only be two classes, the very, very rich and the very, very poor. But at least you'll be happy. This is going to happen by 2033 apparently. And by 2050, all homes in Europe, and probably by then they'll be across the world, have to be zero emissions, which is almost impossible. It's a crazy old world. And because the same people who are doing this and forcing this upon their populations, they own the media, they own politicians, they own the judiciary, they own everything. They're so rich. And, well, most people in the world will be convinced it's a good idea. I just, honestly. So watch it and listen to it. It's disturbing. Do I disbelieve it? No, I don't. I don't disbelieve anything the WEF or the EU, Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, and these multi-billionaire psychopaths are capable of. I'm in New Zealand, a long way, the opposite side of the world from the EU. But do you think it's not coming here? Jacinda will be gone, long gone by then. Chris Luxon may still be in power, but he's part of it, he's a globalist. He's part of the club. Think he's going to implement it here? Of course he will. And I wonder who the corporations are going to be in New Zealand who are going to come for your homes. I wonder who they'll be. Top of my head. Iwi? Maybe. Do you think? They're going to own everything else by then. After all, it is their land. They're indigenous, didn't you know? They came in the 1300s, or the 1200s, 12th century, 13th century. But apparently that makes them indigenous. Doesn't make sense, does it? They own every single square inch of this land in New Zealand. That's what they're going to say. That's the next thing. They own all the water already. It's been given to them. Water. It's been raining here for 2 days in North Canterbury. They own that as well. It'll be the dirt next. It'll be the air you breathe. Okay, I'm saying that about New Zealand, but there's a lot of truth in what I'm saying. There's not many people going to say it. I'm one of the very, very few that will say it. That's why they hate my guts. And you know what? I'm glad they hate my guts. Because when they hate my guts, that means I'm doing something right and I'm saying the truth. Or telling the truth, if you like. And when the media call me all the names, you know, I'm saying something that's true. But anyway, I'll leave a link to this Bjorn Andreas Bull Hansen. You can see it yourself and you realise that it will come to New Zealand. I think in Europe, the EU, it'll be Blackrock and Vanguard and all the other companies that are going to be set up between now and then. And people will become multi-trillionaires rather than billionaires. I remember when I was a kid, it was millionaires, wasn't it? And now it's billionaires. Sometime in the very, very near future, we'll be seeing trillionaires. And some of these Maori politicians that we see on telly in this country, that the only qualification they've got is calling everybody a racist. They'll be the first trillionaires in New Zealand. But it's all about causing division, causing a crisis, causing wars, causing so much pain. And the media will convince you via the government nudge units that it's all for the good of you, that you own nothing, but at least you'll be happy. Okay, this is Cross the Rubicon. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and on Telegram. On Telegram, I'm Cross the Rubicon 123, and share my videos everywhere, because don't forget, there's only me in New Zealand saying what I'm saying, because the vast majority fear to go where I go. Okay, see you later.